Today's learning target is I can tell if tables and graphs are proportional or not proportional. Before we start, let's take a look at the word proportions or proportional, and let's take a look at what that means. If we look at these quantities right here, these are proportional, okay? Proportional, it's kind of like saying equal, okay? So if I take a look at these, if I were to times each of these by 2, the top and the bottom, I would get 6 over 2. These are proportional. Okay, it's kind of like saying they're equivalent or they're equal. If I were to times the top and bottom by 3, I would get 9/3. Okay, if I were to times these by 4, I'd get 12/4, or 5 by both 5 times 3 and 5 times 1, I'd get 15 over 5. So these are proportional. Okay, think of it like I was saying, like equivalent fractions. Okay, that's the same. Now, Jenna's rates, these are not proportional. Because if you take a look at this, I would have to times this 1 by 2 to get 2. But if I times 4 by 2, I don't get 6. So if we are determining if something is proportional, it either needs to be the top and the bottom numbers either need to be multiplied by the same number, or they need to be divided by the same number. So this problem here asks me to determine whether the cost of coffee is proportional to the number of pounds. And it says explain your thinking. So when I'm looking at this, I'm seeing, okay, are these quantities proportional? So if I were to times both these by 2, I would get 2/6. If I were to times both these by 3, 1 times 3 would give me 3. 3 times 3 equals 9. Okay, so these are proportional. And then these, if I were to times them both by 4, I would get 4/12. And here you can see I have explained my reasoning. So I just say they are proportional because, this stands for because, if you want to use that you can, because 1/3 equals 2/6 equals 3/9 equals 4/12. Okay, so that shows us that they're proportional. Okay, now this example asks us to do the same thing and to explain our thinking. So we're taking a look at the number of miles and the number of hours, and are they proportional? Now I can see that they're not proportional because when I look at this, if I times this 1, I have to times it by 2 to get to 2. And if I times 50 by 2, I don't get 70. So I say that they are not proportional, and here's my explaining my reasoning, because 1 over 50 times them both by 2 would be 2 over 100, and 1 over 50 is not equal to 2 over 70. So that would be a good way to explain why they're not proportional.